Welcome back to ulti.TV's coverage of French National Championships. Had a couple of connectivity issues, but we should be back with you now. Monkey currently up 6-4 on Tsunami. Monkey, of course, of Grenoble. Up against Tsunami from Nemours. And Monkey, with the disc now, have a chance to break for 7-4. Turn isolate the reset. There's a continuation there. Could have gone earlier, but it does go at the second time of asking. Back into the backfield. And then ripped deep. Receiver had it and then maybe lost it. Shoulder to shoulder with the defender. And it just tailed the defender's way. Guyon didn't get a hand to it, but in the end didn't need to. Queen Kong players on the sideline. The women's team from Grenoble. Cheering on their open club mates. The Tsunami check the disc in and instantly swing to Perez. Secondly, Veratel with a wafty fake. And oh my word, not even a blade, a straight up knife. I think tells you that the fact there is a zero wind out here at the moment, pretty much. Towards the far sideline, Delamotte. This possession a bit more slow and circumspect, another over the top. That time a hammer finds Delamotte. But Robert has nowhere to go. Transition comes to one-on-one defense. Trying to ratchet up the pressure now on Monkey. Turn up the intensity. Robert. Down the sideline. Huge hammer over the top and it is dropped by Luitfi. Look for all the world like they'd done enough. But that's one that he's going to want back, and maybe he just misjudged it slightly and it was further out in front than he thought. Tsunami now will have to send another wave of defensive pressure as Monkey huck deep instantly once more. Cap comes off. Can he lay out? He can, but doesn't make the snag. No time to set up the zone. Going to go one-on-one. Forehand down the sideline. Got the tiniest of pieces on it to prevent it from going to hand for Tsunami. Love watching and listening to Ultimate with a crowd. Really does add something to the game, I think. Backhand, fake deep. Coming underneath. And a travel called on that throw and go. I think that looks okay to me. I'll be honest, I don't see the travel there. And actually, after a little bit of discussion, Perez retracts his call, so good spirit there. See now, really accentuating the fact that that back foot's down. Towards the far sideline for Monkey. Trying to power through the underneaths. And a pick. Coming straight forward out of the stack. Defender can't get through the traffic, and that causes the pick. It's legal in some sports, not in Ultimate. Nice little sort of fake into the backfield. Clearly some frustration with the spacing. But Monkey do eventually find the option. Faking the scuba. We know that Monkey like it. High release backhand. Thinks about zipping that one in there. Decides better of it. I'd be wary of an overhead here. Still count rising. Swing into the center with that slightly bladey flick. Dished off. Gets the defender all the way over to the back, to the break side. Can they get there? Yes, just about. They sit it up there. Give the receiver the chance to make a play, and the play is duly made. It's another break for the Monkeys. And Grenoble now leads Tsunami by 7-4. 1 point away from a half-time lead. So that high release gets maybe too much float on it. But the receiver always has the position and goes up nice and early to prevent the defender from getting a chance to make the play. And the catch is made for the 7-4 score. So after a tight opening quarter of this contest, Monkey beginning to create a little bit of separation and breathing space now. And if they could turn that into an 8-4 half-time lead, I think they would be ecstatic with that.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, Ulti.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and fund our work
to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
And if that is a mission that you want to support, you can do so by finding out more information on our website, www.ulti.tv. There you can find a link to our Patreon page and become a patron for as little as a couple of currency, the cost of a pint of beer a month. And while you're watching this video on YouTube, you can like, share, and subscribe, and there's a little bell button that you ring for notifications as well every time we bring you more free live Ultimate. Gaucher goes underneath to Perez. Here's Joseph Fournier. Comes short to Olivier Gibert. Back to Fournier, pumps the backhand fake. Towards the near side, Pluvier. Doesn't like the option in the backfield, so instead breaks central to Gonzalez. On this sideline once more with Pluvier, lays out, brilliant catch by Olivier Gibert. Did he have to lay it? Maybe not, but did he make it look good? Oh, hell yeah. And really, isn't that really what matters? If he'd have dropped it, he'd have looked like a right chump, but mercifully for him and for his teammates, he did not. Monkey will be receiving with a chance to take us into half at 8-5. Seeing it again on the replay, that little inside backhand into the middle. Collects it, dishes off, and then motors up line, throws out there nice and early. And I'll tell you what, actually, I think he probably did have to lay it in the end. And brilliant form on it as well. Novel way of beating beating the sun and generating some shade here in Nantes. Doesn't see the window to zip that underneath. There's Tsunami coming out with the zone here to try and fox the monkeys, and it just about works. Antoine Brelon didn't get a piece of it with the layout, but definitely flashed across the field of vision and maybe caused that phantom defense, the intimidation D. Here's the shot put deep. Receiver has position and receiver comes down. Where was the first point of contact? That is the question. Oh, I think that left foot's down first, and that's a goal. It's Hippolyte Delamotte. Seeing it again, I think that left foot's down first. Obviously, what I think doesn't necessarily matter. It's about whether the players on the field can come to an agreement. The goal stands and the wave breaks. Tsunami close the gap a little bit. It's 7-6 now. This was the turn. Oh, maybe I undersold it. Maybe Brelon did get a tiny piece of it. And then here's the score. Delamotte goes up nice and early. Has the possession. Yeah, that's a goal. Good angle on the replay. Shout out to our camera crew. Obviously, we'd love to be able to bring you more angles of that, but that means we need more crew and more equipment, and we can't do that without more support on our Patreon page. Here's 7-6 to Monkey. Again, trying to score to send us to half. With not much wind here, just a breath maybe, perhaps. Those overheads are certainly available, and we know that Monkey like them. Case in point, that one was a little bit undercooked and did create maybe more consternation than was necessary. But another huge hammer over the top. Tracked well, read well. Fournier couldn't get there, and that'll send Monkey into half at 8-6. Not a complete half from either side. They both had good moments. They both had some spectacular plays and some costly mistakes. But in the end, it's Monkey who have their noses in front. And they lead Tsunami 8-6 going into the second half. We're going to take a break as the players take a slightly extended half time. We're going to stretch off, get some water, maybe get a bit of food on as well. I highly recommend you do the same. But don't go anywhere, because we'll replay the highlights from that action-packed first half. As we just see the final score again, once more with that steepling hammer to the back of the end zone. And we'll be back with you very soon. And your halftime score is Monkey 8, Tsunami 6.
Help us go electric, become a member.
Welcome back to ulti.TV's coverage of the French National Championships. Open division action, the final pool play game for these sides. Monkey of Grenoble up against Tsunami of Nemours. It's Benji Reese back in the booth. As Monkey pulling to begin the second half. And I've got a friendly face in the booth.
Hello there, Benji Reese. It's a pleasure to join you, only momentarily here, but lovely to be here in Orvault for the French National Championship. How's this game looking so far, Benj? We got Monkey from Grenoble against Tsunami from Nemours. How's it going here?
Monkey currently up 8-6. Both sides, I don't know about that one, called out of bounds. Yeah, I think Monkey have looked generally the better side. They've had a bit more consistency, but both sides have had some standout plays. The question is really, how long is it going to take for a side to kind of hit that strap consistently?
Right, walk away with a couple breaks. I'd say that's a tale of their seasons thus far. We've seen Monkey has been more impressive. We've played both teams twice, in fact. We being is no good, but we played Monkey twice at Phase 2. And they put up a pretty good fight in the first game. In the second game, not as much. And the exact same with Nemours. We played them in the first phase, and they put up 7 against us. And this morning, we had our foot put down a little bit tighter against them, and they put 3. So I feel like Monkey's shown the better form all season long. They've probably got a little bit more depth in their roster, a few more going to national or Worlds and with Worlds experience. So they should have the wood in this one, but let's see how she goes there, Benj.
Yeah, the form book would suggest that Monkey stay in front, and that's not good.
Are we going to get a dangerous play there before the drop? A couple defenders closing in from 2 directions there.
Yeah, have a look at it again on the replay. Yeah, I think he starts to go and then realize that he's not actually going to get anywhere close to it. But he just can't stop the momentum. Not great, but all resolved fairly and quickly, which is nice to see. Early break chance for Monkey in the second half, or maybe not.
Was that a slip or a hand block? I feel like he must have got a hand there because that went totally the wrong direction.
That's absolutely a hand block from Arnaud Sekeli-Veratel. Have a look at it again. Whoop. Just palms it down that sideline. And what a way to steal a fair few yards on the turnover as well.
Foul there. Ill-advised hammer in that situation, but a well-executed, a nice mechanical flight from that hammer.
Yeah, well, maybe wanted to lead the receiver over towards this break side a little bit more, and then Sekeli-Veratel makes the catch for the double happiness.
Zip, zap, zoop, Nemours in the end zone, and bring it to within 1 here. We've already had our halftime, so we have no chance of the glory of Galaxy Point. But Nemours hanging tight, regardless of who's got the wood. As many have said around me, and I might agree that this tournament in the Open Division, Benji, a little bit of a case of 2 separate tournaments. And it's up to these teams to prove that word and what I'm telling you wrong. But there's 2 teams that are in the finals every year for at least the last 10, as far as I know, which is no good in Czech. And then the rest are playing for 3rd place. And these are 2 teams that are very much in that race to make a semi and to see if they can push to win that second last game. And hey, prove me wrong, win a semi maybe.
Yeah, well, exactly. You've got to put yourself into position to be that team, and because at some point it's not going to be no Czech in the final.
Exactly, and from what I understand, Monkey next year will be getting some handy pickups. By the sounds of it, 1 from Isno and 1 from Czech that would be handy additions to their outfit.
Well, we shall see, because Monkey, when it works so far this game, it does look pretty handy. They've got that expansive option in the locker.
And as we see, 0 there with the disc, Moby Espitia.
That's
Guillaume Espitia.
Thank you so much.
The founder and director of Diskin Ultimate Camp. He's got a few tricks in the bag there. Never shy to throw a full or cross-field scuba.
No, we've seen him suit up internationally, not just for Monkey, but also for the moon catchers.
Of course, and I mean, I know Moby from his years way back when playing in Australia. He played for Heads of State in Melbourne. for at least one season, but I believe 2, and 1 into a world season. So Moby, he's been around the block.
And that sort of experience is invaluable, especially when he continues to throw the filth like that scuba to the back of the end zone.
I suppose all you have to do is mention it, and he can hear what we're talking about. Yeah. He's got that sense, and it's an automatic scuba look to space behind the defense, and it tends to work more often than not.
It's one of those throws that kind of when you start playing, people tell you not to throw. It's like, no, play it safe, play it sensible. But if you keep practicing it and it's that good, it really does add an extra dimension to your offense.
Well, I mean, any of your, overhead throws, they become undefendable. If you can really put them on a spot, a day like today where there's no wind, but when you can do it in the wind, in the weather, and you can throw that, it's very tough for a defender to put his mark on to take that away. They're so worried about the belt high throws, even high release throws nowadays that are more common are still not coming out that high release. So it's almost a free release. And when you can put it on a dime like that, you're going to get away with a lot. Then teams are going to start adjusting their defense to that guy who keeps throwing the scubas.
Yeah, and it means that you have a lot of monkey chanting there from Queen Kong.
Sounds like Howler Monkeys is their monkey of choice based on the cheer.
And it seems to work as well. Smuggled away the inside shot.
Looking for defense, getting the defense, Benj.
Putting it out to space. And getting the block there. Mehdi Luitfi.
I think they want their cheering squad to give another D chant. They loved it so much.
It was so effective, yeah. Well, they've done it once, why not again?
So nice, let's do it twice.
Struggling to get players free, clustered in the reset space, wants the break off, instead has to take the reset back into the end zone.
The defense was tight until then.
Motioning cutters closer, because they don't have that connection. Trying to blade it over the top, somehow gets it to Gaillon.
Getting away with everything and anything right now.
Around, sneaks it behind the back to Perez. 2 19s matched up against each other.
What could that mean?
This one popped off the fingers.
Oh my goodness!
Ridiculous snag by Olivier Gibert. And he tries to get it again.
Not in, not in.
Worked. That shouldn't have worked. Not in, they agree with you. And he's on the floor.
Wow, what a play. A comedy of errors it seemed like going into it. And off a couple tips there behind the back and a beautiful flattening layout.
And then absolutely spaffed it into the end zone. Got away with it, not for the goal, but at least for the catch. And once more, Gibert goes to ground, lays out, and gets the score to make it 9-8.
Tsunami very much staying in this one. Unlike me, I will no longer be able to stay in this one. I will leave you in the very capable and wonderful hands of Benji Rees. Enjoy your time watching this game, Benji. You enjoy yourself through the end of this, and I'm sure I'll be able to get the results from you very soon, but I've got a warm-up to get myself into.
Indeed. Good luck in your next game. Is no good up on the AstroTurf pitch over towards our left. Up next, there's a replay of the ridiculous reaction layout snack. I mean, this is just silly to adjust that quickly once, maybe gets a little piece of it as well, and to somehow not ground strip yourself on the landing. Obscene, just obscene. And as if it wasn't enough, got to give Gibert a little bit of extra spice with the layout clap catch. So Monkey still 1 point to the good, but it is tight. Monkey back on offense. And one way to get past the zone is just to bang it deep early on, and it is right on the money. Nothing that Fournier could do to close that gap. And that's about as clean as a no point as Monkey could have hoped for. 10-8 now they lead. So Monkey still 2 points to the good. And Monkey with the pull here, going with the flick. Curling towards the far side of the field. Rolls into the grasp. The Tsunami underway. The Gibert had those 2 spectacular layouts on the last point. We won't talk about that really wayward sidearm that was rescued. Lead pass towards this near sideline. Fumbled once, twice, and can't be reeled in. I think even if they had, there was potentially contact with the disc when the player was on the line, so it wouldn't have counted anyway. But a Monkey player has to take an injury sub. And disc is checked back in by the defense. Trying to establish who's going to go and pick up the disc. Monkey back in, begin this possession with a comfortable underneath. Does that one into space? Oh, miscommunication with a couple of receivers in the same area. Again, Monkey have had their chances to pull away, but they haven't been able to take them by hook or by crook. Tsunami have got the disc back. This is going to be a pick, I think, but just to catch up, not to send the disc back. Low throw into the center. Out and just too far in front of Gibert. Although maybe... Oh, as the Monkey player's running through, the disc might get knocked out of Gibert's grasp. Completely unintentionally. Uncontested. Olivier Gibert keeps the disc and immediately dumps it off. Not finding a lot on a high school, lashing a blade deep, batted away. Maybe there was the chance of the second effort. But Monkey do get a chance to break again. Their second of the point. They couldn't take the first. And there's a call downfield. Doing a good job there of making sure that they secure the catch, just in case. Bit too much bumping going on, potentially. So just getting a resolution to this call. Establishing the stall. Nice soft breeze comes through. which is most pleasing. Not really going to alter the flight of the disc, but just provide a little bit of just a brief temperature drop. And disc is checked back in. Monkey go up line, fake the deep shot, come underneath instead. Gibert can't get it in time. The around break gets it off that sideline. Quick give and go, hammer over the top. Receiver saw it late, defender did not. It's Hippolyte Delamotte with the catch. Opportunity for the deep still, but there's no cut that's developed in time. Here's Robert. The Gibert. Faking the flick. Queen Kong in front of us. Chanting for defense. Brilliant inside flick. Scythes the field in twain. And then going back towards the far sideline. Oh, it sails. Might get a second chance at it. Gibert. This is his game. It's 10-9. That's his third layout score. And Monkey, they've had chances. They just haven't taken them. They could be out of sight. But they've let Tsunami hang around. Good awareness to know that actually he's not going to get it if he goes up there. Continues to track it and makes the layout inbounds for the goal. See it? I think that right knee is probably the first point of contact. So I'm pretty happy that that is inbounds. Not that what I think necessarily matters. Delamotte with the pull. Monkey need to hold to keep their 2-point advantage intact. A break for Tsunami would bring us level. And that's not what the Monkey fans wanted to see. Low throw. Oh, just about getting a hand in the way. And I thought maybe he was waiting around for the call, but instead it's the slap of hands. That catch would have brought them level. Over the top, just about ends up in Monkey hands. Over the top to Espitia. And now they're spreading the over the tops back and forth, back and forth. Looking for options. Trying to marshal players around downfield. Nice little break to sneak through. Off to the races. Now they pick up the pace. Like a conductor orchestrating the tempo. Bit of shake, curves it around. Fakes the backhand. And then blades towards the far side. Little dishing and give going. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Faking the scuba, not this time. now going back. I think they know that they need to be cautious with the disc. Towards the far side, faking that backhand. Back central, and there's a player wide open at the front of the end zone for the goal. Monkey just about keep their 2-point advantage at 11-9, but this game is closer than perhaps many would have thought. Tsunami are certainly fighting the good fight. Monkey with the pull. They would love a break as a way just to extend that gap between them and their opponents. That might do it as well. Thrown right into the waiting defender's grasp. Comfortable interception. Can Monkey finally capitalize? Already's backhand into the center. Looking for options. That looks like a pick to me. And I think that is one of the least surprising pick calls I've ever seen. Getting towards the far sideline. Monkey, one throw from victory on that point at least, and it is towed in at the front of the end zone for the goal. 12-9. Monkey finally created a little bit of separation. And you see now how vital that D on the previous point was. Because it's gone from Monkey and Tsunami being level to now Monkey having a 3-point advantage at 12-9. So having opened up a little bit of more of a breathing space, question is now, will Monkey put their foot on the gas? Seeing a very sinewy stretch taking place there. Or will Tsunami be able to just about keep pace? Tsunami 3 points behind Monkey, who need 3 points to win. Sun beating down here in Orvault. Pick downfield. This is a warm, humid afternoon here, just outside Nantes. Low throw zipped in there. Trying to sneak that through. Defender was ready and waiting for it. Maybe telegraphed that throw. De Brillant. Monkey looking deep ball. This is going to hang. It's going to allow defenders to close. Took a very heavy landing. Fournier, who was the intended target for the turnover, gets the disc back. The D looks clean enough. He did get a bit of a... Almost felt like his head hit his teammate's hip on the way down. The question is there any contact that might affect the initial bid? Players engaged in discussion. And conversation. No call. I think that's the right decision. At the very least, it's the decision the players are happy with, so it is. See them roaming around the monkey defenders, looking for potential poaches. Cutter takes off deep, and that throw just turfed. Simple mistake there. Monkey already in the red zone. Well, they go to that locker of creativity, thinking about it instead, going down the line and off the hands. Should have been snagged. It was maybe a bit further out in front than it needed to be, but still a catch that I think the receiver would back themselves to make. Hammer over the top, and that one has not worked. Again, they get a pickup in the red zone. And this time they score on the first pass. Monkey 13, Tsunami 9. Clearly a miscommunication about when and where that hammer needs to go. Because at that point, they certainly weren't ready and waiting for it. And then that gives you an idea of what the temperature's like today. I extremely regret not bringing shorts with me. Left them back with our host. Big mistake. But I'm man enough to admit it. Pull goes up from Monkey, now 4 points clear. Gibert on the far side. Goes for the sensible option of the reset, rather than trying to force something downfield that they weren't so sure of. Back into the backfield. Taken once more as he's poached. A little backhand down the sideline. Option to shoot deep to Gibert is there. Can he get there in time? Gibert goes up and Gibert sticks the catch. 13-10. It might be in a losing cause, at least if the scoreline or the difference between the teams in the scoreline holds. But Gibert has had a very impressive game as a receiver. 13-10, Monkey lead. You can see now how players are, when they're not on the pitch, are clustering more towards the shade to get out of the intense afternoon sun. Pull from Delamott, fielded by Monkey. 2 points away from victory. Starting with a horizontal set. Coming underneath, looking for Aspicia. I think he didn't want the disc to go, but it went anyway. And now Queen Kong try to cheer on their Monkey mates, see if they can inspire a return. Delamott. Goes low, cut, well stuck by Robert. Everything congested, close to the handler. Tries to blade it round the defender and somehow finds the space to Jeroen Oort. The wave breaks again. Monkey 13, Tsunami 11. Nemours not going down without a fight. Oh, a nice little dance. Some good colour for the highlight reel later. Teams going through warm-ups in the shade. Can't say I blame them. Ball lands out of bounds and it will be bricked by Monkey. Renault will walk the disc to the brick mark. Cutter's taken off deep instead. Little air bounce to get it under the mark and plough that inside channel. Faking it again. Now blade towards this near sideline. Really nice rising grab there. Getting wide on the pivot. And then putting this out into space. Well, this is going to float a little bit, but well reeled in regardless for Monkey. 1 point away from victory now at 14-11. Love the way that Monkey's stretching the field laterally there, going all the way from one sideline to the other for the goal. And this one, yeah, probably got a bit more float than the handler would have wanted. But the receiver repaid the faith. (14-11). Monkey of Grenoble leads Tsunami from Nemours. So, if Monkey could break, this would be the last point. going with the forehand pull. Crossed by Delamotte. Stack set very deep downfield, and so they have to go for the reset. It just means that the players not in the handling set are even further away. Sagging off that second handler a little bit to force them to go backwards. That give goes a nice way to get round it. Squeezing it onto this near side. Fakes downfield, goes to the backfield. Foul uncontested, thanks to the layout reception from Delamotte. And that is going to be a pick. Still Tsunami in their own end zone and another pick downfield. On the near sideline, trying to find a way to get it off. Backhand around into the center, caught by Delamotte. Oh, this one's going to rise at the second attempt. Couldn't make the catch, and it would have been out of bounds regardless. This could be the last possession if Monkey can punch it in. See that disc shine and glimmer as it catches the sun. And that one a little bit lackadaisical, and it is absolutely snaffled away. Delamotte goes underneath to Gaillon. Here's Gibert. Brouard wants the break. Force doing their best to dissuade them. Eventually gets it off. High release to get the continuation towards the far sideline. Gibert jacks it. There's two defenders there. And in the end, no one gets to it. Not the defenders, not Gaillon, the receiver. But that'll suit Monkey just fine, because they generate the turn. Nothing going on downfield, so they'll have to look in the backfield for a little bit. This one's going to be too far out in front, I think. A little bit of sloppiness coming in for both sides late in this game. And I think Tsunami sensed that, so they're going to take the timeout to get a chance to get their heads reset. And we're going to do the same here in the booth as well. Monkey 14, Tsunami 11. Tsunami need to score every point from here on out if they are to win. And they're bringing the disc off the timeout. Here's Gilbert. Goes low but finds the target. But it's not any fluidity. Instead, an ambitious leading break, palmed away. Robert, the intended target, thought about the call, says nothing doing. Speculative at best, that effort, I think. Robert tried, but was denied. Breaks open here down the sideline. Thinking about the shot deep. Discussion about whether it's in or out, perhaps. Quickly resolved. Cutter takes off deep. No force on the handler. This has to go. It does go. Looking for the big man and misread it. Just got caught too far underneath. So easy to do. Delicious inside flick there. Coming right the way across. Looking to try and find the reset. Sneaking it over, not that time. On the doorstep now. No more than a yard out, and Monkey finally get the break they need. They punch it in, and that'll give them the 15-11 victory here. Both sides certainly had their spells and their moments of brilliance, as well as a couple of casual, sloppy turnovers. But Monkey were able to access that top level more frequently. And you kind of feel that actually, were they at their best, this could have been a larger scoreline, but Tsunami didn't go down easy. They hung around, they made it difficult. Monkey just had too much for them in the end, and your final score is Monkey 15, Tsunami 11. We're going to take a little bit of a break now. Don't go anywhere though, because in just over half an hour's time, our 5th game of the day, back into the women's division with Friesgo up against Ladies Jean. That is a game involving teams from Blois and Dijon. So don't go anywhere. All that's to look forward to in half an hour's time, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, this is Vest. Me and my camera have been covering Ultimate Frisbee since 2012, and now I've been working with ulti.TV, streaming Ultimate Frisbee for you. And if you become a Patreon member, we can offer you more contents, especially those games that they are not live stream and they're happening at the end of the game. Half of it I can move and go in there and stream live. So become a member, go on ulti.TV.